and welcome to Omnivorous Arts Podcast.
Where it's raw and uncut, just like you like it.
All right, just the way you like it. Okay. Once again, we're back with everybody's favorite disgusting piece of garbage, TrashPandaPrince, and everyone's tired as fuck fox, SleepingFaux. So today we're doing Halloween stuff because it's got like 5 days left or something till Halloween.
It's like 6. It's on a Saturday, my dude.
Yeah, 31. Oh, it's on a Saturday. Great. I'll have even more of a chance of fucking kids banging down my door. Great.
Oh my God.
I fucking hate kids. Okay, I hate them.
Did you get candy this year?
No, of course not. I don't want to. I'm gonna shut my light off. I'm gonna have every light out front off. Might as well have hung up
TP'd and egged.
I'm gonna hang up a neon sign that says "Don't fucking knock." I would just get people to knock. I feel like
I would.
But when this go up on Wednesday, so it'll only be 3 days left until Halloween when this goes up, and we're gonna draw Inktober stuff.
I'm excited for Halloween.
I like the Halloween season, but I hate kids, so I hate having people come to my door and shit.
Well, I don't because of the virus. I don't think anyone's going to be going to anyone's doors, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to even work. Nobody said anything. It's like we got like a week till Christmas, and I haven't heard anybody go, "Hey, no trick or treating," you know.
So we trick or treat on Christmas now.
Yeah, there we go. We'll just go around on Christmas. So today we're going to get your stream up, boy. Today we're going to do a random number generator for two Inktober prompts for whatever Inktober prompt Marcos can find. And he's gonna roll 2 numbers, and those 2 words we're gonna have to draw something spooky. It's gotta be spooky, that's the thing. You gotta take whatever picture or whatever 2 words and you gotta turn it into something Halloween-y, spooky.
I got an idea. Let's do 2016 to 2020 and do generate. 2018. Okay, so I'm using the 2018 prompt.
Nice.
And then 1 to 31. 21. Drain. And 27. Thunder.
Drain, thunder. Gotta make it spooky.
Oh, you gotta make it spooky.
The thing.
All right. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna look up the definition first.
Of
and
what?
Of drain. I want to know the definition and place of origin, please.
All right. Well, you can figure that out.
Did you ever wonder, like, how does that help? Where they're
like in spelling bees and stuff. Where
yeah,
they're
like place of origin.
Yeah. Can I get?
Well, I guess because maybe it's like, well, it's from like Latania.
Oh yeah, if it's like
so they have a bunch of
word.
silent W's.
Yeah, there you go. It's Czechoslovakian, so you know there's just tons of CHs and Zs just littered throughout the word. They're like, spell run. And they're like, this seems like a trick. Can I get the place of origin? And they're like, yeah, it's Czechoslovakian. And you're like, oh, okay. Then it is probably the Czechoslovakian run. So it's spelled CHZ.
Czechoslovakian run.
Yeah, so it's spelled CHZCHRZUNCHZ. So it's a trick question. Well, I know English, dude. I'm a writer, okay?
I'm excited for Halloween this year.
You get your definition of drain? Is it all making sense now?
Yeah, it's something that goes down with water. That's just like when you type in drain, it just shows a sink. So.
Can I offer an idea that you may not be thinking of?
What?
Draining someone's life or essence.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to draw a thundercloud that is part vampire.
Okay. Gotta make it spooky, though. I don't want it to be cute. There's no cuteness here, alright?
I don't know. Halloween can be cute. Like, look at all the Fortnite costumes. Those are cute.
Yes.
I remember last year, we we went to we did a haunted house. Like I wasn't like we didn't go to one. My old roommate, she was like, "Yo, every year my sister does a haunted house, so you should come and help us do it." And I'm like, "Scare children for free? I guess." So we dressed up as um, splicers from Bioshock. So we wore like we went to Goodwill and we got formal clothes and
I need
we
a.
put like blood on them and we got like bunny masks and fake wrenches and those were our costumes. But besides the point, it was cute because that year all the kids had yeah, Mariah made her own hooks, but all these kids were running Fortnite costumes and they were like the ones you buy from the store and like all the ones that you can buy.
Yeah. Okay. I had to
And
Google.
I thought it was cute. And then I saw this one little boy who couldn't afford to buy a costume. So I guess in Fortnite there's a pickaxe where it's a plunger with a sword on it.
Oh yeah.
So
I forget what it's called, but yeah, I know that one.
he was running around like in a makeshift costume with a plunger and a plastic sword taped on top of it. And I didn't know that was part of Fortnite. So I knew he was Fortnite, but I'm like, oh, that's so cute. He made a ghetto pickaxe. And then I found out that
in
nope,
Fortnite there is a ghetto pickaxe you can absolutely use. I forget what it's called. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I think Fortnite costumes, because I have a friend on Snapchat and she has like a couple of kids, and she was putting up pictures of her kids' costumes, and one of them or two of them were Fortnite costumes still. So that Fortnite is still, regardless of whether we're hearing about relevant? It or not, it's still going strong, I guess. You know?
It's I guess.
It's just the people who, it's like the major people who like played it nonstop have sort of dwindled down a little bit. I think like the major names like Ninja and Tim the Tatman and stuff still like hop on Fortnite, but they also play like Valorant and other stuff.
Have you played Valorant yet?
No, I don't really have an interest in it because it's like Overwatch mixed with CS:GO, and the Overwatch part's okay, but the CS:GO part's what gets me. I really don't like that game.
You don't like CS:GO?
I don't think it's very fun.
How come?
I don't know. It just feels too like fast. You know, like you just get hit with like one bullet and you're dead, kind of thing. And because there was always, it's one of those things where it's like the people in the game are way too good.
That's true. That's a big game to be good in.
So it definitely kills me there. I don't know. It just, I guess the reason is I just don't want to. Like every time I think about it, I'm like, oh, should I try it? Nah, I don't know. I don't really have a reason. It just is like my body is just like, nah, let's pass. Right? I mean, I've barely been playing video games, honestly. I've been playing Genshin. I've been like logging in and getting my commissions done. You know, the grind, and doing a little bit here and there. I've mostly been writing. That's the thing that I've been doing the fucking most of.
Writing? How's that going for you?
I have like 172 pages of my story written.
That's more than I'm usually able to read in a time.
Yeah.
Period.
I'm on chapter 16, the first like arc of the story finished. Because like I start the story with the two main characters meeting, then they travel together to like a nearby town, or they travel to the major city. Not a nearby town. They travel to the major city, so that they can give so that the main character can give his report to like the council, which are these super powerful people. And when he's there, they get their first. Those eyes are creeping me out, bro.
You said to make it creepy because I went from
You're doing a really good job. They're uncomfortable and I hate them.
good,
but in a good way. Like you're doing good. And then from the council, they get their first major task, and they just completed their first task. And it's like winding down, and I'm setting up like a training arc for some of the like side main characters. So they can get stronger.
Is there going to be a beach arc?
Definitely with tiny bikinis and stuff like that.
I hope so. It's not a book without a beach arc. Or is that anime? I always get books and anime confused.
Well, my story is written with an anime like perspective. Like the way I've written it, it very much is it's very much obviously a cheesy shonen anime in book form. Because my characters like call out attack names, they have these like powers. Make it lighter. Like it's clear. Do it like lighter. And then less saturated. Go up.
This one?
No. Why don't you just go back to that blue that you had it on? Then why don't you just touch the middle and move it to where you want it? There you go. But move it up. Yeah, like that color.
I'm still not used to colors yet. I'm learning.
And then here's a cool tip for you. Switch your thing to white, your color. And then along both of the drool spots right sides, do like a long oval that's in white. Just an oval. And then fill it in.
Oh.
Shiny.
Ooh, I like that.
It's also a trick for like if you ever have to draw lips, if it's a girl's lips, you can you do just like a little white dot of blood. You do a little white dot of yeah. So yeah, it just adds, it's just a shine. Simple, and people understand what it is. Very easy.
Shine bright like a diamond.
But no, my story is like written as a shonen anime. Characters have crazy fantasy powers. They have cool nicknames. Oh, another tip: if you're gonna color, Marcos, click on your layers.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Click on your, and then click background color. And make it go to classic. I don't know why it's disc. Click classic. Now just take it and drag it down to 50% gray. Just like half gray. Right down to the middle and just leave it there.
What?
Now when you color, it helps you understand how your color is towards the medium rather than towards the light, because you'll be coloring with a white background, and then once you change the background, you realize that you made all the colors too light because it was against a white background. And so if you shift it down to like a medium gray, like a 50% gray, you can see your colors against a more median tone, and it makes it easier to what's the word?
I like that.
I don't know. It makes it easier to understand like the colors that you're putting in. I see your breakage right there, boy. You're fucking it up.
So you were saying?
What was I talking about? My story? Still?
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh, my characters have fantastical powers, and they call out their attack names like a shonen anime, you know, like Naruto doing Rasengan and all that shit, or One Piece doing the Gum Gum Pistol, that kind of shit. My characters call out attack names and stuff because it's written with the intent that I'm eventually going to turn it into a comic book or like a graphic novel or whatever it would be called. I'm not sure what the category is, but I do want to eventually draw it. And then it would be cool if one day it like got enough of a following to where like a animation studio wants to make it in an animation, which would be like, that's like the
Fanimation?
That would be like a Well, see, I don't like animating. I figured that out by trying it, and I just fucking hate it. So,
Let the professionals take care of that.
trying to do like shading.
Yep.
Okay, wait. Do you have your outline and your colors on separate layers? You don't, right?
Yeah, watch this.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right.
Know about that. I just pick the color that I want and then do it.
No, I do black. And I do alpha lock. So that I could just go ham with it.
Wait, how do you turn alpha lock on? That's something I'm not privy to. I just be careful.
You click it, and it's alpha lock right here.
And that means that you can't color outside of the picture?
Yes. You can't color outside. So, like, if you alpha lock this dude. Oops. So I have an alpha lock. I can only color on the white. Like, it's not out here.
Oh,
because all you have
can
is
only,
the black. So
gotcha. Alpha lock makes it so that you can only color on the existing
yes
thing,
so you can't,
not
like,
the background,
go ham.
basically. That's interesting. That's cool. I'll have to play with that because I was wondering how whenever I would watch, something like who are they? Drawfee. They would always have these cool things that they would do in not in Procreate, in Photoshop. Because they'd be talking about it and they'd be like, oh, so I went into Photoshop and I turned this and this and this on, and that allows me to do this super easy. And I always was like, oh, man, why can't Procreate have stuff like that? But this
Procreate
is like,
does.
Yeah, that's one step closer to something.
Because I picked that up when I used to use Autodesk. I picked this up too, where you just like, boop, oops. And you just change the opacity on it. I don't know.
I mean, it looks cool. Actually, it doesn't look terrible. That like,
but it didn't look good. But yeah, so learning how to do that.
I didn't even know that was an option. I just always had to be super careful whenever I would draw. Just like, well, I guess I'm being super, super careful not to color outside the lines. Cross-hatching and coloring and shading? You madman.
Yeah, I'm fucking wild and out.
Artists hate him for this one simple trick. He uses colors and cross-hatching. What? Aliens have taken over their bodies.
What?
I still think about that every so often.
I don't know. I couldn't write a book. That shit's too complicated for me.
I enjoy writing, and since I've been doing it more, I've enjoyed doing it more, which is like pretty fun. And I've been doing it at work too. So like when we're slow at work, I've just been writing, and that's actually made work like somewhat enjoyable. Like I look forward to going to work. Like towards the end of my weekend, I look forward to going to work because I know that I'll be able to, slack off and write stuff, which is fun.
That's always good.
So it makes
and
working.
It's an environment that doesn't condemn you for doing stuff when you're obviously slow.
Yeah. Well, and I'm still looking for another job because, as this may come as a shock to some people, I don't like working at a gas station.
I don't know. I was watching Undercover Boss, and the CEO of the company was shook when people didn't want to devote their lives to working at a gas station.
Wait a minute, you don't want to stay here your whole life and devote yourself to the company? It's like, no, why would we? If you gave us like $22 an hour and good benefits and stuff, sure, I'll fucking stick around forever and a day. Like, that sounds great.
Yeah.
But it's always weird to me when people... It always feels like, from a perspective of someone at the very bottom of the totem pole right now, every time the higher ups do something, it always feels like, what are you guys doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
what? All right. Well, you still have time, so give
I
me
do. Then let me do this.
do something else and like.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Wait, no, wait. Don't look at that. Everyone look away.
No, we're not looking. Everybody,
try
don't
this.
look.
I learned that you can do this too.
We're raw and uncut out here. We can't just be.
I can look at a time lapse of it. Look at me
really?
go! Look at that shit.
I think it's moving too fast. It's like moving too fast for the capture to pick it up. It's just going like turbo speed.
Good.
But that's really cool.
Right.
I had been considering doing. So is it? How does it work? Like my Murdoch. Do that under settings.
Yeah, it's under wrench, video, and then time lapse replay.
Interesting. Because I've considered doing like speed draws on YouTube, like making a YouTube for drawing and doing speed draws on them.
There's a way to slow it down, but I don't know how.
Well, what's
look, there he is. Look how cute he is.
He's pretty adorable.
But he's also spooky.
I wonder if I could import that. Wonder if I could import that. Well, I mean, you still have. I mean, we're only at 20 minutes, so.
Well, give me a second. You want to do this?
Thunder and lightning. Oh no, that's not.
Ooh, fuck. Can you switch to something else?
You might want to change that to a P. Also, writing letters with a pen that you've cranked up the streamline on is like really difficult. So I have a couple of.
Let me do this then.
Let's use a different pen tool.
Should have something.
Something that you don't use that much. Or ever. Jesus. That is an aggressive H. That was a big ass B.
Don't you fucking judge me.
Unexpected Mulaney.
I'm going over here. I'm gonna redo it. This is what the next 10 minutes is gonna be. Me fucking trying to.
You trying to write thunder so that it looks nice? You should put this up on your fucking Instagram.
I might.
As like a teaser. Like, hey, this is what we drew on our podcast today. Check it the fuck out, alright? If you're listening to this right now, fucking sub and share this with your friends, because we're funny and we're awesome. We want to do this.
You should also tell us how you found us.
Yeah,
was it through my gangster account?
What does that mean?
It says drain. There. Oop.
Well, no, I meant your gangster account. What is you got like a straight up thuggin' account where you're posing with your Glock and shit?
It's called Thuggin 101, and I teach you how to thug properly.
Okay,
from 90s thug to early O's thuggin'.
All right, now check this out. I'll make your picture a little bit better right here, right?
Okay,
so
now give me some tips. What do I need to do?
Go to background color again.
Okay, how do I do that? Right,
yeah, and click background color, and then pick whatever color of sky you would like. Whatever color of sky. It could be bright sky, or it could be like a dark sky, like a night sky. I mean, he's a vampire, so it's got to be like night. So like maybe like a dark gray, purplish. Like shift it over to purple, maybe.
Do that.
Just like a yeah, something like that. That's cool. That's cool. All right, now.
Okay, now what?
Take the color, like copy the color of your cloud. And then darken it a little bit so it doesn't outshine your main thing.
Darken. Okay.
Down though. Not just saturated, like darker. All right, that's good. Now go to the pen tool, or like the whatever you're using, and then scroll down to, I think it's under elements, I want to say, and then do
Whoa.
clouds.
What is this?
Click clouds, and then just like gently just do swipes in the background of on a background layer. So do like drag that layer that you just opened down to like the bottom. There you go. Now just like gently, you can make it bigger too to make them bigger clouds. Increase the size of them too. There you go. I use clouds all the time and stuff that I draw because it works like that. That can work for like smoke, clouds,
That is so cool.
fog. Yeah. There's a lot of other stuff you could do too. Like click on the tool again. And so like you have crystals, you have snow, water is really cool. If you go to there's some like really cool light ones, like some really cool light under luminance or something like that. That one looks better if you make it bigger. And then just touch it. Like so max it out and then just touch.
Oh wow, like little crystals.
Yeah, I think I've used that for like one thing. If you go to snow, looks pretty cool. I've used that one before. Lumience has some cool ones.
Which one?
If you go to luminance, yeah. It's like
what the fuck?
yeah, so you can do like a lens glare. That one's more for like tapping. You tap and it creates like a flare. And then there's like the bokeh lights, or you could do like
I can see the universe.
Yeah, like a nebula, really cool. That looks beautiful. Bring your cloud back on top of that. There you go. He's a space cloud, dude.
Space cloud. He's an orc cloud.
He's floating around the nebula. That's cool. I've actually never tried that nebula one before. It really like
love it.
You just pick a color and you make something fucking beautiful. All right, click the thing in. There's a couple more I was going to show you. Click the tool. And then down under, I want to say it's industrial. No, maybe vintage. Maybe vintage.
Vintage.
The flower power is really cool. Those are some fun ones. They make good backgrounds. So like the flower power, if you like max it out and just like do swipes of it or something, it can make like a really cool background for just something, you know. There's a lot of really cool tools down at the bottom of
Thunderbolt. Groovy. Bro, I feel groovalicious already.
And then you can do I think abstract has some fun ones.
Newsprint.
That one's like max it. So the cool thing about those newsprints and stuff is max them out and then just don't lift your pen up, but just keep swiping over the same area.
It's like for comics.
Yeah. So like you can do something like that. Did we check out vintage already or no?
Yes. I'm on vintage.
Wait, what was the other one?
Touch-ups?
Oh, abstract. I meant abstract is the one I was talking about. Spray paint's cool too. You can do like splatters and flicks and stuff. Paint flicks. But I know you like to do like graffiti-like stuff, so you might want to check out that spray paint area. Because like some of those, they have like those graffiti flick things.
Abstract
has some just funky ass ones. They're weird. But they, like I said, they make great backgrounds. It's like whatever you draw, you just like make a background by picking a background color and then an abstract brush and just kind of going ham. Your time's about up, boy, so get your finished product up and let's see it. Your nebula vampire cloud.
Okay. Then
TPP that shit.
TP.
TP. That's funny.
What is it? Oh yeah, I just was like, I can't sign it. Why can't I sign it? I forgot. It's the exact same thing we were talking about like 5 minutes ago.
Fucking awful streamline stuff. Trash EP. Forgot an H.
I did forget an H. I forgot how to spell. Everyone look away.
We're raw and uncut here, boys. We're wild like animals. We misspell things all the time. It's alright, we'll make does that say printy?
That's supposed to be a Z.
Oh, print.
How do you do
okay. But you know what you could do? Just do trashy print and then do just like a straight up Z, like print and then stop and then just Z. There you go. There you go. That looks cool.
No one knows how to read cursive anymore. They stopped doing that in school.
Not a cursive Z. That shit's a nightmare.
No. They stopped teaching cursive in school.
Good. It's a useless
people can't
art.
Read it or write it.
It's kind of
I love it.
Kind of a useless thing.
You're useless art.
Well, you should learn calligraphy. Okay. Oh, Jesus. It's coming at me. I don't like it. All right, get that shit out of here. It's my turn.
All right.
Let's see. Do I still have it shared and shit? Okay, I do. Let's see. Wait, where did you go?
Raw and uncut. Wrong button.
You vanished for a second. It's funny.
I saw the big red X, and I'm like, that has to be the right
That's got to be the correct thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, here's my warm-up sketch, which turned out to be more of like a full, complete drawing of a D&D character that I'm going to play. His name is Murdoch.
You're getting 2019.
Did you see this fucking weird thing that I drew the other day? I don't know where that came from. Don't ask me, man. I don't know. But I used watercolors to color it, and it actually ended up looking pretty cool.
Oh, it looks like Mega Man.
I guess, like, I started with drawing his, like, Buster, and it started to look like a Lego head, and then it turned into a Buster, and I don't know. That's probably one of the weirdest things I've ever drawn in my life.
I love it.
Whatever. A blank canvas.
So you got Ancient.
Ancient, huh?
And Misfit.
An ancient misfit. Ancient misfit. Ancient misfit. That would be like a miscreant.
You need the place of origin of Misfit?
No, I'm just trying to think, like... An ancient misfit would be like, maybe, what would like a misfit from like the 1800s look like? Like a miscreant, you know what I mean?
Someone like dirty. Like a dirty orphan.
Ooh, a dirty orphan. Okay, cool. I got this. All right.
You even say that that's considered ancient. I'm going to look up the definition of ancient. Misfit, a person whose behavior or attitude sets them apart from others in an uncomfortable, conspicuous way.
Here.
Does this child make you feel uncomfortable, Brandon? Because it better make everyone feel uncomfortable.
All right. I can work with that.
Ancient. Belonging to a very distant past and no longer in existence. Oh. Okay. I didn't know it had to no longer exist. But I'm excited for Halloween this year. Kinda. We already drove out and saw all the cool decorations they're doing in the rich neighborhoods. You know, the ones that give out full-size candy bars.
Oh, yeah?
Not that kid-size ones like we do. And we saw how the better half lives, and they live very expensive lives. I'm proud of them.
You guys like do the kid thing? Like, you fucking answer the door and give candy out and shit?
When we lived in New Mexico, we had a duplex house. We lived in an apartment. No, we never got trick-or-treaters. We lived in a house, never got trick-or-treaters. And now we live here, and we never got trick-or-treaters here. And then now it's COVID. We're not going to get any trick-or-treaters. So me and Mariah have never had trick-or-treaters come over. So it sucks.
What would ancient miscreant have? And one of those newsboy caps, but he's not wearing it right because he's miscreant.
I assumed only miscreants wore those newsboys caps.
Yeah. X3, read all about it.
Boot it. He's Canadian now.
Wait, we didn't agree on that.
Hey, you're the professional artist. We have to throw it on the fly for you.
What? Wait,
you have to spoon feed it to me, but we have to throw it on the fly for you.
Wait, why am I the better artist?
Give him a fucking maple leaf on his chest.
I didn't sign up for this.
I'm just saying that in the future, Canada might not be there. Bump, bump.
Yeah, but we're talking about ancient stuff. This isn't,
You don't know. Maybe Canada's ancient. We could all be ancient in the future. What if all this is left of humanity is our podcast?
Well, I'm sorry for whoever's watching this then. Jesus Christ.
How did they live back in the day?
So bright with this fucking sun coming in. Whatever, nobody's looking at my beautiful face. It's not. Does that thumb look right? It doesn't.
It doesn't look. It looks thummalicious. So, do you do the trick or treating stuff? Like, people like candy out, and you and Vince?
No, 8 kids. Just shut my door and I turn all my lights off and pretend I don't exist.
Do Vince and Matt answer the doors, or do you guys get trick or treaters?
Last year. Ugh, raw and uncut here. We getting heartburn live, babies. Last year, like, we heard the kids around, but like we never opened our door or anything. Like,
did they ring it and you just ignored them?
Well, no, we turned all of our lights off, so it's like we basically say like, hey, we hate kids.
So none of you wanted to do it.
Nope.
You're all fuddy-duddies.
What? Well, I mean, I hate kids, so I have an excuse, okay?
It's not an excuse.
What do you mean? Literally, Halloween is just dealing with fucking shitty kids, and I hate kids. Skull here. I have a lot of space that I don't want to fill, so we're just we're improvising here.
But I don't know. Have you ever this is your first time quote unquote participating in Inktober, isn't it?
This year, yeah, because I don't like something about what's the word? Like the mandatoriness of Inktober, like it shuts my brain off and I don't want to do it. So like I start strong because I've tried Inktober before, and if you go back on my DrawingFaux Instagram, you can see some of the times where I've started Inktober, but then I like never finished it because just like you know how it feels like you have to do it, and feeling like I have to do something is like a great way to not have me do anything. So this is my first experience with Inktober this year, because I knew myself. By now I know myself. I know that I'm not going to do Inktober. I thought about doing an Inktober, but where I don't follow any prompts, where I just draw something every day.
People do that. They like create their own Inktober, where they have their own like prompt guide and stuff like that.
But the prompt guide is the thing that gets me. That's, you know, like I just don't want to. I don't know if those were this fancy back then, but this is how I'm drawing them.
Are you going to
'Cause didn't they
participate in Mermaid? Mermaid?
draw a mermaid every day?
I don't know. Just Haley does it. It's Mermaid, where you just draw a mermaid in May.
I mean, I'll draw a mermaid in May sometime. Sure.
Do it. But it's just not like I was excited for Halloween. I say, but it's just not going. It's not the same this year. People aren't getting into it. Even the rich people.
How do you swipe down, or no? You double tap.
You try just click it.
Go.
What did you? How did you do that?
What? Mine doesn't work that way. Look, there's no opacity here.
No, push N.
What? Push N? Oh fuck. That's way easier.
And see that you can change like how your colors are perceived.
Okay, because that confused me because opacity used to be here. You used to click this, and then opacity was somewhere in here. And then in the most recent update, they got rid of it, and I didn't know what to do. And I like looked it up, and apparently you're supposed to open your layers and touch 2 fingers on your layers, and then or like double tap 2 fingers. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't even notice that this N thing. Okay, well,
just use N. It's easier.
Here we go. Back to my...
all these fucking hippies with their 2 fingers. Back in my day, 1 finger was enough.
Damn girls, nothing can please them these days.
None of this 2 fingers, 1 in the stink, nonetheless.
Bro, this is a Christian podcast. What are you doing?
This is a sweet Christian stream.
That's a joke. If any Christians are watching, I'm not sorry that you're offended.
What if they actually endorse it?
Well, then great.
Can we get sponsors from some Christians? Are we born again, if you ask? I actually knew a girl in high school who became born again.
I feel like that would be hard to do, you know, coming out of the womb a second time and all, but you know, if people can figure out a way to do it.
I'm not like if it's for you. Like I like the idea like if you're in a hard place and it's how you like this is how I'm gonna redo my life. And I'm like, all right, as long as you stay away from the hard drugs, do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel the same way. That's how my dad is. He's born again, but he's born again into something weird as fuck.
As long as it's not a cult, I'm not. As long as it's not a harmful cult, I'm not going to be upset.
Well, I don't want to say that it's not, but I don't know for sure.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Like, what is it?
I don't know. He believes in like these like spirit energy and thinks that like crystals have magic powers. And
does he believe that crystals are a form of healing instead of actual modern medicine?
Yes. He doesn't.
So he like if he gets, he doesn't believe in modern medicine anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't believe in that shit. And so he has some viewpoints where like I agree with the point, but not the reason. Like I don't believe I hate big pharma, you know, because like I feel like they're fucking over the entire world. But my dad hates big pharma because medicine, like man-made medicine, is bad for you, and like natural healing of the earth is what you need, kind of shit.
Like so I'm like,
go ahead.
I don't like big pharma, but like I'll go and get the cure for COVID.
Well, yeah, it's like I don't like big pharma, but if I get sick with something, like I'm not gonna.
Yeah, like if I need antibiotics, I'm gonna go get antibiotics.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let a crystal tell me.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree with big pharma because I disagree with man-made medicine. That's not like
I disagree with pharma because they overprice it for people not to be able to afford, and the poor have to die.
Right. It's basically that.
You really like this pen, don't you?
I do. It's really cool. It adds like a funny like look to it.
It's got a felt tip marker to it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I mean, I just did it for that last picture that I did, and then this one. It just adds like a cartoony element to it.
He really does.
And I kind of want to play around more with the style that I used to draw that Necromancer that you guys saw before I switched over to this thing. I like that cartoony style. I don't know if it would, obviously, probably wouldn't be good for my comic book, but because it's like, comic is a little bit more serious in nature. The cartooniness of it might not go over well, but I liked that style. And I don't really have a style, I don't think. You think so? I mean, you're the one that's looked at a lot of my shit.
I think it's still developing.
Yeah, like you settled into like this like predetermined style of yours like pretty quickly, and I haven't found.
I really have, like.
And that's cool.
If you look
if
you look at my art, you're gonna notice you're gonna notice like the same things. Like if they have eyes, their eyes are gonna be drawn like that, and they're gonna have cross hatching and stuff like that. Like it is pretty self-determined.
Yeah, well, that's
and I am branching out with colors too, though.
Yeah, and the style can evolve and change, but like
it can. Like colors, like I'm not used to colors, and I'm evolving with that. But
I feel like I could see a picture of yours on the internet somewhere and just know that that's you without a shadow of a doubt. I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's one of Marcos's pieces, because like your style is just really, really defined. Whereas mine's always so like kind of fluid.
Well, like, do you have like any people that you follow on stuff? Like, I have a couple of people that. I have two self-defined people that I think that heavily base my style.
Oh, so it's like your stuff is similar to their stuff because that's...
Or their stuff influenced why my stuff looks like that.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
And the first one is... It's an anime on Netflix. It's my depression porn.
What is it?
It's called March Comes Like a Lion.
I've never heard of it.
It's on Netflix. It's like super sad. It's like about a kid who's like always depressed because of how he was raised and stuff. But he's adopted. He hates his life, and the only joy he has is playing Go, but his father taught him, and he's a professional Go player. But he's like depressed, and he doesn't care about anything. All he wants to do is play Go. But the way that the artist draws his eyes is like, because he's always like so broken, he has those little like lines, like I do, for his eyes.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm like, oh, I like how the artist does that. I want to make eyes like that. And then the second person is, on Instagram, and I'm gonna give him a shout out. And they're probably never gonna hear it. No one's gonna go check him out.
But if you are watching this and you do happen to go check that person out, say that you found out about them through Omnivorous Arts podcast, so that maybe that person can shout us out and get us big too.
Yes. Their name is Jason Undead. And he does all of his art are on USPS priority stickers. And he slaps them around.
Oh, that's why you do that stuff that you.
But all of his art is like of nude women, but he does cross hatching for all of it. So he has like super simple art, but he gives it definition by using cross hatching and shadowing effects because of that.
That's cool.
So I'm like, this is like, I'm still trying. I still look at his art constantly to try and reference, but his art is like a really big influence on me onto as well. And I was looking through his account. He started out as like doing, again, like tiny, like he gets what? Each picture he does now is like at least 400 likes.
Nice.
But before he was getting like 5 or 10 at a time.
Yeah, I mean everybody's got to start somewhere. You can't just like start an art account on Instagram and be like an immediate colossal success unless you have the luck of the gods on your side.
I've never experienced the joy of purchasing something. It's like randomly purchasing something. Like seeing something online and be like, you know what? This purchase would cheer me up and I want to do it right now. Until today.
But you've never done that before? That's like my
I've never just been like, I'm bummed out.
Anytime I'm
what will make me happy?
My favorite thing is to buy like is to just buy something that I like.
I've never had that experience. Like,
or I'll eat, like I'll go out to eat or something. Like I'll go get some food that I like. Like I'll go get Chick-fil-A or something. Because it makes me happy.
I've never had that, but I bought this. I got a UCAN.
Wait, what is that? Hold on, hold it up again. Let me switch. Refillable air-powered spray can?
Yeah.
Oh, so you Oh,
yeah, you fill it up with like.
Does it repressurize the paint?
Fill it up with my. Yes, no. So I can fill it up with like my paint tips, the ones I used to do stuff with.
Yeah.
It's water based, so I can put it in here, and I get a bike pump and I pump it up, and it turns into a spray paint.
That's cool. I used to, or I think I still do have. It's like a it's one of those. It's a refillable can, but for oil, for cooking. So like you pour like vegetable oil in there, and then it has like its own pump thing, and you pump it, and it pressurizes the can, and then you can spray. Like
that actually sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, without having to buy a thing of pan. Then you can also like make your own like oil. What's the word? Concoctions. Like you put a squeeze of like lemon juice in there or something.
Oh, that actually sounds. I can actually use that for this too, though. I can put olive oil in here.
I suppose.
Great for applying paint, dyes, adhesive, water, and more.
God damn it!
Hey,
over here.
Put paint. I can put water in here. But now,
I don't know if this guy looks ancient or not. I mean, he's a zombie, but he's pretty ancient. I was trying to give him like a, street kid vibe.
He looks like a hood rat.
He looks kind of like a. Please, sir, may I have some more?
More.
Or like, you know, maybe this guy's like a little filcher. Like he hangs around the docks and you know will snatch your purse or something. Snatch your coin purse. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. Like a dark background.
Okay, so now I'll play with this later.
I'll do what I was telling you about.
He looks like one of those generic like extra read all about it.
That was kind of the inspiration, I suppose. Let's see. Oops. He's a zombie, so we gotta have some like fog in the background. But different gradients.
Yes, of course. Grades. I'm liking it. Did you do something? I wasn't paying attention. Did you do something in the background?
I just
you gave gradient?
Well, no, I just set the background color to like gray, and now I'm making a gradient of fog.
Oh, you did do fog.
By just improving the colors, like if I turn this off.
So the reason I don't like using color is because I think my eyes are broken. So like when I see, like when I'm looking at his hair right now.
Yeah.
Is that one color, or did you do a shading on it?
It's one color.
It looks like it's shaded to me. Like if I look at his hair and then I look above it, it looks like that lower part of his hair is a different color than the upper part.
Well, I think that you can I think that you can still color just how you see things, and when people can decide whether they.
It's just weird to me. Like I'm like, oh, why? How are they adding all these different things? And then I see people do it, and it's just one color, and they're like, okay, next part, and I'm like, how come it looks like two different shades to me when I look at it?
I want to try some of that thing you were telling me about. Alpha lock. Okay. And
okay.
Let me take.
Oh, wait! Before you alpha lock it, make a duplicate of it. So swipe to the right, dupe, and then alpha lock layer 2. The second one, the above one. Okay,
wait.
Do that.
Okay, wait.
Alpha lock the above one. Yes. Okay, now switch your paintbrush to black.
Well, no, I was gonna do. Well, okay, wait. So I do want to do that.
Shading?
Wait, I want to do something weird, but I will do it that way. Okay, so do the black, then wait, which one am I supposed to be on? The top one, right?
The top one, yes.
Okay. Oh wait, that's the cloud.
You can try that.
Well, the cloud that's not what I was going for, but you'll see what I'm doing when I go to do it. Hold on. Big fucking do the whole thing.
Sure.
Okay, whole thing. All right. Now how do I do the thing you did where I take it down?
Go back to the thing. Layers.
The N?
N for yep, and then the opacity down to like 15%.
Wait. It didn't. Right, okay. And do this. Okay, now check this out.
And then yeah.
Check this out. Alright. So hold on. I guess first I should go. Trying to combine a thing that I like to do with a thing that you're. Wait. Mercury, relax.
Oh. You just made the moon. That's actually really dank.
Oh, that doesn't. Oh, that doesn't. That was good. Now, that's where the light is. Now, check this out. So, back on this layer.
And then erase. Oh! I see you.
Yeah, so now you can do some cool.
That's actually really cool.
The shaky. I have to modify my eraser for this. Have my you know what? I'll have my eraser be Mercury.
There you go. Instead of the airbrush.
Yeah, so it should erase in Mercury, which will be cool because that's what all my other stuff has been. And it has the streamline.
Oh, you better check to make sure you're on the right layer.
Okay. Well, because I'm erasing, so if I wasn't on the right layer, there wouldn't be anything to erase.
That's actually really interesting.
I still have it alpha locked, so I can't do anything outside. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That means I don't have to worry about stuff.
Alpha lock is amazing, and there's a bunch of other stuff that I need to learn how to do. Well, because of Procreate 5X coming out.
Learn. I can also learn because I'm bad with going out of my way to learn stuff. Not very good at it.
You know what my trick is?
What?
I watch Instagram Reels, and anytime I find a lot of the people on there do Procreate tips, I save it and put it under a Procreate saved file, and then at night I just watch all the Procreate Reels and learn new things.
Bad.
I love watching Reels on Instagram. Reels on Instagram sponsor us.
Jesus. Sure, I don't need eardrums. No big deal.
Good. Reels on Instagram. If you sponsor us, help Brandon get new eardrums.
Yeah, I need some. Oh fuck. Oh, the thing about erasing is that if you mess up, you can't erase it because that's what you're doing.
Oh yeah. It's true. You can't erase an eraser. Unless...
Bit of lighting there.
It's coming out really dank. I love it. That's interesting.
So this is... I really like how rim lighting works, and now that you've showed me how that alpha lock thing is, I can do rim lighting way more. Because now it looks like his front is dark, and his back is being illuminated because the moon is behind him, and so you have this...
it is an amazing rim job. Proud of you.
Thank you. I pride myself in my rim job skills. Oh, you know what? You know what would make this just perfect?
What?
Like what's like a good
greenish.
like? Is that like a good Necron green? Do you think like necromancy green?
Yeah. You're gonna give him a distinct or oh. Ooh, I like that.
I could do the aura too, but that might mess up the rim lighting.
I like that more. There you go.
And
that Mercury does a really good job for like that. There you go. Change the opacity too.
not what I want.
Make it do what you want it to.
There you go. Really have a place to write. Yep. What were my two? Ancient and Misfit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's a little thick.
Not doing it for me.
The hardest thing is writing. Misfit. Fitting these brains in his mouth.
Ooh, that's my ancient misfit, baby. It's Halloween, motherfucker.
Spooky season.
Right? He came out really good.
He did come out really good.
I like that rim lighting. That's a good. I'm gonna use that more because like being able to color, turn the alpha lock on, color the entire thing black so that it's a silhouette, and then make the opacity go way down so that it's just instead like a really light gray cover, and then erase the cover to go back to the normal color that you first colored it with. Gives it this rim lit vibe, which is neat, and I like doing it. Every time I've done rim lighting, I've had to do it like the hard way, where you just color everything darker to begin with, and then instead of doing shading, do lightening. But this was way easier. So
it's way easier. Came out. See, we're learning stuff and we're teaching stuff.
Hell yeah!
Unless you already know the stuff, and tell us more stuff in the comments.
Yeah, well, if you already know all this shit, then what are you doing here? Just kidding. Please don't leave. We need you. Back to our beautiful fucking faces here. This has been our Halloween episode. I think it came out pretty good. We drew a vampire cloud. You learned some stuff. I learned some stuff. This is a Halloween learning stream.
It really was. It was educational. Just slap educational on there.
All right, I will put it in the tags. I don't know how YouTube works, but I'll try something.
YouTube, we're educational as fuck.
Happy Halloween, guys, and do the important things. What are the important stuff? We're gonna have some stuff in the description to our respective Instagrams and whatnot. Like, comment, subscribe on this shit.
You have to hit a bell. There's a ding-a-ling the bell, I think.
Do the bell thing. You guys know because you have other YouTubers say it all the time. So just pretend those YouTubers are saying things, but it's us instead.
Go to another YouTuber, listen to what they say about the stuff they need to do,
and then come back and do that for there you go.
Yeah.
And let us know. We have no idea what we're going to do for the next episode, so let us know what you want the next episode to be. If you
have to change my shirt.
What?
It's been Halloweeny. I've been wearing a Halloween shirt all month, but now I have to change it. So now I'm sad.
Well, you have another week. Just wearing Pokemon.
No.
That's all I got.
Now I have to wear something. Now I have to get a new shirt. Thanks a lot, October.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.